Have you ever stood before a giant pyramid and felt the weight of history pressing in on you? Imagine a city so advanced, so mysterious, that even today, centuries after its fall, we're still uncovering its secrets. This is Teotihuacan, the ancient city that has stunned archaeologists and historians for over a century. But who were the people behind it? What secrets lie buried beneath its stone roads, pyramids, and murals? And how did they leave behind a legacy that still influences us today? Teotihuacan, meaning the place where the gods were created in Nahuatl, was one of the largest and most influential cities of the ancient world. Situated about 30 miles northeast of modern-day Mexico City, this city was a bustling metropolis around 100 BCE to 650 CE. Unlike other Mesoamerican cultures, such as the Maya or the Aztecs, the origins of the Teotihuacan civilization remain shrouded in mystery. Who were these people, and where did they come from? While we don't have definitive answers, recent research points to a multi-ethnic society that was highly urbanized and integrated. The people of Teotihuacan remain a mystery in terms of their exact ethnic identity, as no direct written records exist to provide specific details. However, scholars generally believe that the civilization was made up of a diverse mix of Mesoamerican ethnic groups, likely including the Otomanguean language speakers, as well as other groups from the Maya and Mixtec areas. The lack of a specific Teotihuacano ethnic group suggests that the city may have been a multi-ethnic metropolis composed of different peoples united by a common culture and belief system. What about their language? The inhabitants of Teotihuacan likely spoke a language from the Otomanguean family, as suggested by linguistic evidence found in the region. Some of the other languages spoken in Mesoamerica, such as Nahuatl, could have been used for trade and cultural exchange. However, the exact language of the Teotihuacanos is still debated, as no written records from Teotihuacan have been conclusively identified. Let's explore their spirituality, religion, and beliefs. They practiced polytheistic religion. Teotihuacan was a deeply religious society, and its spirituality was polytheistic. The people of Teotihuacan believed in a number of deities related to natural forces such as rain, the sun, and the moon, and their rituals often included offerings and sacrifices. Among these were Tlaloc, the god of rain and water; Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god of wind, air, and learning; the sun god Tonatiuh, believed to be the creator deity and the most important god for the Teotihuacanos. Rituals played a central role in Teotihuacan society. They involved offerings such as food, precious materials, and sacrifices, including human sacrifice, but more about that later. The Pyramid of the Sun was the site of important ceremonies related to the sun and agricultural cycles, while the Pyramid of the Moon was dedicated to the Mother Goddess and celestial bodies. Teotihuacanos viewed the world through a cosmic lens, believing that the universe was structured into several realms, such as the sky, earth, and underworld. Sacred geography was integral to their architecture, with the city itself aligning with important astronomical features, such as the setting sun and the position of the stars. The famous Avenue of the Dead runs directly through the heart of the city and was designed to reflect the journey of the soul. But what about their daily life and family life? The people of Teotihuacan led a vibrant, communal life. Their daily routine centered around trade, craftsmanship, and rituals. The markets were full of life, with traders from all over Mesoamerica flocking to Teotihuacan's central hub. Teotihuacan society was highly structured, and evidence suggests a hierarchical system with a centralized government. At the top of this hierarchy were elites and priests who controlled religious and political life. Below them were skilled artisans, merchants, and laborers, many of whom likely lived in the surrounding areas of the city. Elite class. These individuals lived in large, decorated compounds and held significant political and religious power. They were likely involved in the administration of the city's economy, trade, and religious ceremonies. Artisans and traders. The middle class, artisans, and merchants lived in smaller houses. They contributed significantly to the economy of Teotihuacan through their craftwork and trade. Laborers. The lower class consisted of laborers who performed manual work, building and maintaining the city's monumental structures. Families in Teotihuacan were typically nuclear, father, mother and children, or extended with grandparents, aunts, uncles, etc. in structure. Life within these families would have been community-oriented, with a focus on cooperation and support from others in the same neighborhood. Daily life included work in agriculture, corn, beans, squash, artisan crafts, and participation in communal activities and rituals. Gender roles in Teotihuacan were defined but not rigid. Women likely had central roles in religious ceremonies, domestic tasks, and weaving. There is evidence that women participated in rituals and potentially held some level of religious authority. Marriage was important, with unions possibly arranged for social and economic reasons, but there is no clear evidence on the specifics of Teotihuacano marriage customs. Let's take a look into their economic life and livelihood. Teotihuacan was a significant trade hub in Mesoamerica. The city's strategic location allowed it to act as a crossroads between the southern Maya region, the Gulf Coast, and the central Mexican highlands. Merchants traded obsidian, textiles, pottery, and cacao beans, used for both currency and ritual purposes. Teotihuacan was renowned for its craftsmanship, particularly in the production of ceramics and obsidian tools. They were also skilled in mosaic artistry, and murals from the city depict complex, vibrant scenes, including religious imagery and scenes of daily life. Many of these artifacts have been uncovered in recent excavations. Let's look at their legacy, impact, and modern discoveries. The Teotihuacan people left a lasting mark on architectural styles in the region. Their pyramid-building techniques, including the use of talud tablero, a distinctive architectural style featuring sloping and vertical elements, influenced later Mesoamerican civilizations, including the Aztecs, who revered Teotihuacan as the birthplace of the gods. The Avenue of the Dead and its alignment with the Pyramid of the Sun and Pyramid of the Moon served as a model for sacred city layouts. The cultural influence of Teotihuacan on subsequent Mesoamerican societies, especially the Aztecs, was profound. The Aztecs viewed Teotihuacan as a mythical place of origin and incorporated many elements of Teotihuacan culture, such as its artistic motifs and deities, into their own belief systems. In recent years, new discoveries have shed light on the true scale and intricacy of Teotihuacan. Archaeologists have uncovered hidden murals and wall paintings that provide new insights into the artistic and religious practices of the Teotihuacanos. Tunnels beneath the Pyramid of the Moon that have revealed sacred offerings and possible evidence of royal burial practices. Evidence of human sacrifice, which provides a deeper understanding of their religious rituals. Mass graves have been uncovered near the Pyramid of the Sun, with the remains of hundreds of people, likely sacrificed during religious ceremonies. The sudden decline of Teotihuacan around the 7th century remains one of the greatest mysteries in Mesoamerican archaeology. Theories abound, but scholars suggest a combination of internal conflict, resource depletion, and external invasion may have contributed to its collapse. Some evidence points to the city being burned, possibly as part of a revolt or political overthrow. Today, Teotihuacan stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting millions of tourists every year. The city continues to be an important cultural and archaeological symbol in Mexico, representing the ingenuity and mysteries of ancient civilizations. Teotihuacan's art, architecture, and religion have influenced not only the Aztecs, but also modern Mexicans. Teotihuacan has become a symbol of Mexican national identity and pride, appearing in art, literature, and modern iconography. The people of Teotihuacan, one of Mesoamerica's most influential ancient civilizations, made significant achievements in various fields, including architecture, religion, art, economy, and governance. Here's a detailed breakdown of their key achievements and contributions. Pyramid of the Sun. At 66 meters, 216 feet, it is the third largest pyramid in the world. The pyramid's alignment with celestial bodies shows the Teotihuacanos' advanced astronomical knowledge. Pyramid of the Moon. Similarly large and aligned with the mountains in the background, it held significant religious importance. Urban planning. Teotihuacan was an early example of a well-planned city. The Avenue of the Dead, the central spine of the city, is a wide road that runs through the heart of Teotihuacan, lined with temples and other important structures. The city was laid out in a grid pattern, which was quite advanced for its time and demonstrated an understanding of urban organization. Talud tablero architecture. This distinctive architectural style, characterized by sloping walls, talud, and vertical panels, tablero, became a hallmark of Teotihuacan's influence. This style was later adopted by other Mesoamerican civilizations, especially the Maya and Aztecs. Water management. Teotihuacan engineers created a sophisticated system of canals, aqueducts, and reservoirs to manage the flow of water into the city, which was essential for both domestic use and agriculture. The fact that they could sustain such a large population in a desert environment speaks to their engineering prowess. Murals and art. Teotihuacan's murals are some of the most colorful and well-preserved examples of Mesoamerican art. These murals depicted scenes of gods, daily life, and ceremonial rituals. Mosaics and stonework. Teotihuacanos were skilled in stone carving and mosaic artistry, crafting intricate mosaics using materials such as turquoise and obsidian. Pottery and ceramics. Teotihuacan produced highly specialized pottery, often painted with vibrant colors and intricate designs. Obsidian tools and weapons. The Teotihuacanos were expert obsidian craftsmen, creating sharp tools and ceremonial blades. Cosmic renewal. Ritual sacrifice was central to their belief system, nourishing the gods to maintain balance in the universe. Astronomy and calendars. Teotihuacanos demonstrated advanced astronomical knowledge, aligning their city and temples with celestial events such as solstices and equinoxes. Teotihuacan served as a trade hub connecting various regions of Mesoamerica. Its artisans were skilled in pottery, stonework, weaving, and obsidian tool production, making the city a vital player in regional commerce. Centralized leadership. Powerful elites, likely priests or rulers, held authority over the city's vast population. Multi-ethnic society. Teotihuacan was inhabited by people from various ethnic backgrounds, contributing to its thriving culture and economy. While the direct descendants of Teotihuacan as a distinct people may no longer exist, the cultural legacy of Teotihuacan lives on in modern Mexican identity. As previously mentioned, Teotihuacan was abandoned around 650 CE, and over time, the people dispersed or were absorbed into other cultures, such as the Aztecs, who greatly admired Teotihuacan and its achievements. Many Mexicans, especially those from the central and southern regions of Mexico, may trace their cultural heritage to the ancient Mesoamerican civilizations that thrived in the area, including the Teotihuacanos. The Aztecs, Mexica, who arose nearly 600 years after the fall of Teotihuacan, viewed the city as a sacred site. They referred to it as the place where the gods were created and believed that Teotihuacan was the birthplace of their gods, specifically Huitzilopochtli, the god of war, and Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god. The Aztecs adopted many aspects of Teotihuacan culture, including religious practices and architectural styles. Teotihuacan's legacy in modern Mexico City. Modern Mexicans continue to celebrate and honor the Teotihuacan pyramids as part of the country's rich cultural heritage. The site is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it remains an important symbol of Mexican identity and a major tourist attraction. Teotihuacan was one of the earliest civilizations in Mesoamerica to demonstrate a sophisticated approach to environmental engineering. Their extensive water management systems included reservoirs, aqueducts, and canals designed to maximize water use in an arid climate. This allowed the city to sustain a large population and continue to thrive despite its location in the dry valley of Mexico. The Teotihuacanos played an important role in developing Mesoamerican calendrical systems, which were essential for both agricultural and religious planning. These calendars were based on both the solar year and ritual cycles, and their precision influenced subsequent cultures, including the Maya and the Aztecs. The Teotihuacanos demonstrated a sophisticated understanding of astronomy. Their alignment of the city and pyramids with celestial bodies such as the sun and the stars suggest they were intense observers of the night sky, using this knowledge for religious purposes and agricultural planning. Human sacrifice in Teotihuacan was likely connected to their belief in the need to nourish the gods and maintain cosmic order. Victims were often tied to rocks or staked in the ground, then sacrificed by priests in religious ceremonies. A mysterious cave-like structure found beneath the Pyramid of the Sun suggests that the Teotihuacanos may have used this space for ritual purposes, representing their belief in a connection between the underworld and the heavens. While the Teotihuacanos themselves no longer have direct descendants in the sense of an unbroken cultural lineage, their achievements and contributions have left a major mark on the history of Mesoamerica. Their influence is particularly felt in the art, architecture, religion, and culture of later civilizations, particularly the Aztecs. Modern Mexicans, through both national pride and historical remembrance, continue to celebrate and honor the Teotihuacan civilization, ensuring that their legacy remains alive today. Yes, Teotihuacan may be gone, but its influence continues to echo through time. From its remarkable architecture to its profound spiritual beliefs, the legacy of Teotihuacan still shapes the world we live in today. As we continue to unearth more secrets from this ancient city, we can only wonder what else lies beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered. But one thing is clear. Teotihuacan was not just a city, it was a symbol of human ingenuity, spirituality, and resilience. Love exploring lost civilizations? Hit the subscribe button to uncover more hidden histories of ancient civilizations.